Hi, um, I'm doing another video real quick because I was just on YouTube and there were some things I was looking up, and one of them I have been seeing this ad with this guy. I can't pronounce his name proper, but he does this ad where he says he's a watch trader and that he can show you if you have $1,500, you can order this course. I guess if you have $1,500 and you have a post office, he can show you how to make 15% returns every 3 days. Right off the bat, that kind of sounded like bull crap, but I didn't want to read too much into it. So I tried to look up the guy. I didn't know how to pronounce his name properly, and I tried to spell it, but I couldn't find him. But apparently he's on YouTube, so he must be legit, right? So I put in that I wanted to do watch trading. And it started bringing up stuff like stocks. And it started bringing up various things of that nature. So I bumped into a website, or I bumped into a YouTube channel where the guy says that he'll show you how to get into doing penny stocks with just $100. So I figured, okay, I don't have a lot of money. I'm not getting any younger, and I don't want to be living on the income that I'm living on now. I want to be able to, I'm only 52. I'll be 53 in June. I'm still kind of young. So I kind of want to, change my station in life. So I clicked on the link, and he didn't tell you how to get into penny stocks with $100. All he did was make you feel like crap because you only have $100. He made you feel like a stupid idiot, and he made you feel cheap. And he started saying like, well, apparently if you're watching this video, you got time on your hands. So if you got time on your hands, you can go to school and you can study and you can learn. And if you have access to Wi-Fi, which most people do, even people that panhandle, they usually panhandle close to places that are businesses, and the business usually has a Wi-Fi, and they can usually, while they're panhandling, mind you, while they're panhandling, they can turn around and they can be multitasking by studying on the internet. Well, that's great unless you get people on the internet that are going to teach you stuff like this guy that did this video where he told you that he could help you take $100 and invest it in penny stocks and show you how that's done, which was nothing more than clickbait. And if the guy was standing in front of me, I would love to bust his teeth out. That's how I feel. Chances are I probably would not do that because I have a brain, and my brain would tell me you do that, you go to jail. So I do not like sitting in jail. When I say change my station in life, I don't mean going from an apartment to going to a jail cell. So anyway, I was trying to figure this out, and I'm unable to get any kind of information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up some things, and I'm going to talk to a few people that I know, and any information that I get, I'm going to try to compile it and make a video. An honest to goodness, this is how it's done video. It won't be clickbait. If I say penny stocks for $100, I will tell you the penny stocks that you can invest in, the companies that deal with people that are on a very, very low income, that want to make a better station in their life, people that are on disability that would rather not be, that would rather make their own way in life instead of being dependent on somebody else. And if you only have $100 to start off on, because on disability, you're only making about $771 a month. That's all over the United States. Some states will give you more money on top of that because of the cost of living. Other states won't. So if all you have is $100 that you can spare, I want to be able to show people how they can take that $100 every month and invest in penny stocks, and also be able to make an abundance of money on top of the money they've already got, because they want to be self-sufficient. And 99.9% of all the videos on YouTube that promise to tell you how it's done because they're doing it, they're not going to tell you how it's done exactly. They're going to be very vague. They're going to talk to you in circles. They're going to tell you that they, like for instance, I also typed in watch selling, how to get started selling watches, wristwatches, and one guy said that the best way to get started selling luxury wristwatches was to go to the flea markets. Yeah, people at flea markets are going to be selling Rolexes for really cheap, enough for you to buy them and make a profit. He also said pawn shops. Pawn shops is a piece of crap. Any place that he mentioned, like pawn shop, local mom and pop stores, he didn't. You got to forgive me. He did not mention the guy in the trench coat standing in Times Square. Thank God for that. But he did say that you could get them relatively cheap, and in like Jonah's shop, if you go into a mom and pop store, or you go into a brick and mortar store like a jewelry store, and you show them that you can buy this off of Jonah's shop for, say, a Speedmaster, Omega Seamaster, or an Omega Man on the Moon, and they'll let you have it on Jonah's shop for $3,000, and the brick and mortar store is selling it for $5,000, there is absolutely no way that they're going to turn around and tell you, oh, okay, well, I want you to buy from us. We'll knock it down to $2,500. They're going to say, well, if you can get it at the Jonah shop for that amount of money, just go ahead and get it there, because we can't do it cheap enough to make it worth your while to buy it here, because they're in the business of making a profit. They have overhead and cost. A brick and mortar store has overheads and costs. A store that is on the internet that does not have any kind of overhead, such as lighting and such as rent per month and employee cost and all that. Well, a lot of the stuff that you see on the internet is purely profit for the most part. They probably have a warehouse with some items in it. You get on their little internet site and you type in what you want to buy, and if it's in stock, they'll say, okay, we'll take your money, and then whenever we feel up to it, we'll send it out and you'll get it. Sometimes it could be 4 or 5 months before you get the item, not even knowing if you're going to get it, because it could be stopped in customs, especially if it is for something overseas. So my thing is that if you are looking to do something on the internet, for YouTube especially, when it comes to like trading, stock tips, how a person got started. Like if I got started selling stocks with $100 in the penny stocks markets, I would tell you because by now I would probably be rich enough to where it wouldn't matter. I would tell you which websites I went to that does penny trading for stocks, and I would tell you what basic stocks I bought for whatever money I spent it on, because by now I would be so comfortable in the fact that I'm making $1 billion a year off the stock markets that you getting into it is not going to hurt me. So why would I promise you that I'm going to show you how it's done and then get you onto my page and just belittle you the whole time? Because you've already clicked on my page, You can't take that click back. You already clicked on it, and I've gotten credit for you clicking on my YouTube channel, my YouTube video. I've gotten credit for that. So you've already clicked on it. You can't take that back. So I don't have to tell you a freaking thing. I can just make it up as I go along, and you can be pissed off all you want and leave a nasty comment, and I can just write it off because I know there's going to be millions of people like you that are going to be looking to do something, and they're just going to click my YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is going to make me money. But I'm not like that. If I find any information, I will put it in a YouTube video and I will show you how it's done. I mean, I can't visually show you how it's done because I'm not really good on graphics in my videos yet. I'm still kind of learning. But I'd be able to tell you, and maybe I'd be able to print out papers and put it up to the camera close enough to where you could still see it, and it would show you diagrams or it would show you websites or whatever. But yeah, for right now, it's an uphill struggle, and it shouldn't be. There's a lot of people that I don't think are doing as good as they say they are on YouTube, because it's like the person that buys the fake Rolex and they buy the cheap suit, but they go out at night and it makes them look fancy and spendy. I believe the song that I'm thinking of by the Village People, and yes, I do listen to the Village People. They've got a song called oh, hold on, let me get in here, and I will find the lyric and I will read it to you. It's called Everybody Wants to Be a Star in Hollywood, I think is the name of the song. Let me look it up. I'm going to read you the lyrics because it's kind of true. A lot of people on YouTube are perpetrating a fraud. A lot of these watch guys, and I'm not saying all of them, but I got a sneaking feeling that some of these watch guys, if they are working for a watch company, the watches that they're showing you, the wristwatch check, they're borrowing the watch, or in the case of, say, this guy named A.L. I think he might be maybe doing the old high-end replicas. But I'm going to look this up. In Hollywood, lyrics. Everybody is a star in Hollywood. Let's see if this is the Village People. Yep. I'm going to read this to you because it's kind of neat. And it says here, take a bus, a train, or take a bus, a train, or a plane to Hollywood. Go there and then change your name. You dye your hair out there. It's part of the game. You're going to be a star, a big star. Tell the bank that you need a loan. Go sell your house and everything you own. You'll make your dream. Forget what you're ever known. You're going to be a star, a big star. Now you're set, so follow the rules. Don't need a house unless it comes with a pool. Buy some new clothes, and then you've got to be cool. You're going to be a star in Hollywood. It says here, now it's time to get a new car. You know, the kind that has a phone in a bar. You'll soon forget the person you really are. You're going to be a star, a big star. Tell your friends you walked off the stage, then flip outside and call and have yourself paged. Get to the phone and scream as though you're in a rage. You're going to be a star in Hollywood. Basically, that's what a lot of people on YouTube are doing. They are making you think that there's something they're not. They're either borrowing big fancy cars or they're borrowing fancy luxury watches. Now, there's some that probably do own their watches, and yes, they are very knowledgeable about those. And the ones that deal with the automobiles, they're very knowledgeable about those. But I think that's mostly just so they can do video footage for their YouTube channel. And I'm not hating on them. Y'all got a shtick that's making you money. No problem there. Just I'm pissed off at the ones at Clickbait. That's the thing. They tell you one thing in the Clickbait, and then you get to the video, and it's got nothing to do with what the Clickbait said it was going to be. Like how to invest $100 in penny stocks if that's all you have is $100. And he said if all you have is $100, that means that you're broke and that you don't have no business dealing in the stock market anyway, which I thought was kind of a turd thing to do. Now me, as soon as I get some genuine info, I will put it in a video and I will place it on my channel. Anyway, this here has been All Things Considered, because I consider all things. Have a good night, everyone, and all points beyond.